Many of the laws we have in our society today don't coincide well with one another. It simply does not make sense why, when people reach the age of 18, they can go to war and fight for our country, smoke and chew tobacco, and go to clubs, yet they are restricted the right to drink alcohol. Alcohol is a substance that cannot be ignored due to its undeniable presence, so we need to give it the fair attention it deserves. I've decided to speak about this topic because 2014 is the 30-year anniversary of 21 being the legal drinking age in the United States, and as a 19-year-old college student, I have undoubtedly run into the controversial debate of underage drinking. I've used Dwight Health as well as articles from CNN and ncbi.gov, among other sources, to help support my stance on this topic. First, I will tell you the problems with underage drinking. Second, I will talk about some solutions that we can use. And third, I will ask for your help to solve the problem. Since alcohol is such an enormous part in our society today, of our social lives and society, it's almost inevitable that teenagers are going to run into it at some point. So why not make it as safe as possible for them? Let's begin with some of the major problems we have with the drinking age of 21. Although many adults believe that it's wise to have the drinking age 21 in the United States, this law has caused many problems to surface. One of the more common problems being the forbidden fruit factor. I think it's safe to say that we all know what it feels like to want to rebel against the rules our parents have set forth for us. You have all been teenagers before. Wouldn't you agree that there is some sort of thrill to sneaking out at night, not doing your homework, or drinking alcohol? Teenagers are prisoners. They feel trapped and want to escape. This forbidden fruit factor has been proven by Dwight Health, who is an anthropology professor at Brown University, when he says, in general, the younger people start to drink, the safer they are. Alcohol is no big deal. It has no mystique. By contrast, where it's banned until the age 21, there's some sort of forbidden fruit syndrome. Society plays up alcohol to be much more dangerous than it really is, if known how to drink correctly. Completely exiling young adults from alcohol until they are 21, and then shoving them in full force, expecting them to take 21 shots on their 21st birthday, increases the risk of injury or death due to the drinker not knowing their limits. The United States is 1 out of 7 countries in the world to have a drinking age of 21, and is more prone to alcohol-related incidents and fatalities than other countries with lower drinking ages. It has been statistically proven that every half hour there's a car accident due to drunk driving, and every hour results in a death. There are over 16,000 drunk driving deaths reported annually, and approximately 1 million people are arrested every year for drunk driving, according to the article called Alcohol and Drunk Driving Information. Because the drinking age is so old and alcohol can be readily available to those under the age of 21, they try to hide their drinking, causing the environment they are in to become incredibly dangerous and deadly. Now that we have covered what some of the problems with underage drinking, with the drinking age being 21, let's move on to some solutions by lowering the drinking age to 18. It is often said that with every problem there is a solution. It just may take some time to get it. You never know if you don't try. Since teens love to break rules for the thrill and the empowerment of it, why not take that power away from them? By lowering the drinking age from 21 to 18, it knocks off 3 years of dangerous drinking. Normalizing and regulating the use of alcohol in a safe environment, say at home with your parents, would lessen the risk of binge drinking elsewhere, according to an article called Drinking Age Pro-Con. 18 years old is the legal age of being adult in the United States. They can go to war and buy tobacco, and if they're mature enough to do that, they should be mature enough to come home and have a beer. Lowering the drinking age also has the potential to decrease alcohol-related incidents. Now, you may disagree with me and say that lowering the drinking age has the opposite effect. Am I right? Put it in this perspective of the drinking age being 21. 18-year-old Jimmy is out on Friday night with his friends at a party. He has a curfew of midnight, and his parents think he's elsewhere. He would be grounded if he was late or if his parents found out that he was drinking. So, he makes the poor decision to drive home. This results in Jimmy getting in a car accident and getting a DUI. Now, think about it in the perspective of having a drinking age with 18 years old. 18-year-old Jimmy would not have to lie to his parents about where he was or what he was doing, because what he was doing would be legal, and that would give him an opportunity to work something out with his parents for a different driving situation rather than driving while intoxicated. Although this is a hypothetical situation and may not pan out exactly how it is, it puts the whole topic into perspective and makes sense why countries with lower drinking ages have less alcohol-related fatalities. Now that we have talked about some of the solutions to the problems, let's hear another example of what could happen in the future. Something that is extremely common today is students going to college after they graduate high school. They will go to college while they're 18 and be there until they're 22 or older. I think it's safe to say that they will inevitably run into alcohol at some point in their underage college career, whether they like it or not. Many parents shelter their children and believe that they are doing them well. However, what's going to happen when little Susie goes to college and has never had a drink in her life? She will go out the first weekend of college and will feel pressured to drink with her new college friends, and she will have one beer too many and will continuously be throwing up. Her friends will take her to the hospital. However, they'll take her with hesitation because they're also underage and afraid of getting in trouble. On the other hand, Maddie has been drinking casually since she was 18 years old. Her parents introduced it to her gradually and in a safe environment, and throughout experience, she began to know her limits. When she went to college, she knew herself well enough not to drink too much, and she made it home safe. Would you rather be Susie or Maddie? After looking at the benefits of lowering the drinking age compared to keeping it as it is, it's clear that lowering the drinking age is the better solution. The problem we have with the drinking age being 21 right now is that since alcohol is so prevalent in today's society, the curiosity factor will undeniably weigh in, leading kids to dangerously drink alcohol and try to hide it. This is one of the major reasons why we should lower the drinking age to 18 in the U.S. 1, because it will decrease the forbidden fruit factor by making these young adults wait less time to do so legally. 2, it has been statistically proven that in countries with lower drinking ages, there is less alcohol-related incidents, including driving and binge drinking. And 3, by lowering the drinking age, these young adults will not feel the need to hide their binge drinking events, leading to potential dangerous outcomes. It is clear that the laws we have regarding drinking in the United States are only causing conflict, injury, and even death. It is our time to take action and do everything we can to give our children the safest drinking environment possible by lowering the drinking age.